The power of one step lies in its simplicity. It doesn't demand perfection, just intention. When everything feels overwhelming, one step can cut through the fog and bring clarity. It's a sign of commitment to move forward, no matter how slowly. One step can be the beginning of a brand new life. Whether it's starting a conversation, applying for a job, or leaving a toxic situation, change is born from movement, not waiting. Sometimes, all it takes is one step to shift from fear to faith. Even if you're trembling, even if the path is unclear, that step proves to the world and to yourself that you are willing to try. Every great accomplishment once started with a single, seemingly ordinary step. It didn't feel grand in the moment, but it carried the weight of hope, belief, and action. That one step you're afraid to take may be the one that finally sets you free. The courage to move is often stronger than the fear that holds you. When you don't know how to finish, just start. That single step forward can bring new ideas, new strength, and new direction. A single step can break the cycle of overthinking. It brings you from a what if to a what now, where real progress happens. You don't need to leap across the entire river. You just need to step onto the first stone. The next ones appear when you trust the process. One step is the difference between a dream and a goal. It transforms hope into action and action into results. In moments of pain or confusion, just take one breath, one pause, and one step. That alone is enough to begin healing. The beauty of one step is that it's always within reach. You don't need a perfect plan, just the willingness to act. Even the longest road becomes manageable when you commit to the next step. Distance loses its power when direction is clear. When you feel stuck, movement itself becomes medicine. One small shift can spark the energy to keep going. That first step is a declaration. It says, I'm no longer where I was. I'm moving towards something better. There's magic in movement. When your feet move, your mind follows, and new solutions emerge that weren't visible before. Your breakthrough may not require a dramatic act. Just one small, consistent step in a better direction. You don't have to see the entire path. Just trust the ground in front of you and take the next step. Taking one step is how fear begins to fade. You proved to yourself that the wall wasn't real. It was just hesitation. A single step in a new direction can end years of standing still. It's not about speed, it's about motion. You owe it to yourself to take that first step. Not because it guarantees success, but because it honors your potential. An indirect. Sometimes the boldest thing you can do is move forward gently, steadily, one quiet step at a time. Your first step doesn't need applause. It just needs your presence. Show up, move forward. One action can activate purpose. You'll never know how strong you are until you choose progress over fear. The power of one step lies in its ability to break inertia. Once you start, energy begins to build. That one small step could open a door you didn't know existed. Life rewards action, not just intention. Momentum loves motion. If you move your feet, the rest of your life starts to move with you. You don't have to run. You don't have to leap. You just have to move forward slowly but surely. Even if you've failed before, one step forward is a reminder. The story isn't over. When everything seems overwhelming, simplify your focus to just one thing, the next step. Let that first step be your signal to the universe that you are ready. Ready to grow, ready to change, ready to rise. Growth doesn't come from standing still. One step invites discomfort, and with it, transformation. When fear tells you to wait, take one step anyway. That act of defiance builds resilience. Every step is a vote for your future self. Each time you move, you get closer to the person you want to become. Some steps are small in distance, but massive in meaning. Don't underestimate what they can lead to. You don't have to feel brave to take a step. You just have to take it, and bravery will follow. The power of one step is in its repetition. Taken once, it creates hope. Taken daily, it creates change. Keep your focus on what you can do today. That one step will prepare you for all the ones ahead. Sometimes one step is just getting out of bed, writing one word, or making one decision. But it's always enough. One step may not solve everything, but it can start the journey that eventually does. Start where you are. Use what you have. Take one step. That's how all great stories begin. The power of one step is often underestimated. We wait for the perfect moment, the grand opportunity, the flawless plan. But real transformation begins with a single move forward. One step can be the difference between staying stuck and starting to grow. Progress isn't about leaps and bounds. It's about movement, even if it's slow. One step sets a chain reaction in motion. It awakens belief. It shifts your momentum. Suddenly, you're not who you were. You're someone who chose to begin. One step is proof of courage. It says, I'm willing to try, even when the outcome is uncertain. You don't need the full map. You don't need guarantees. You just need to move one foot in front of the other. In a world obsessed with instant results, the first step can feel insignificant. But don't be fooled. Every great journey started with that same brave moment. The power isn't in the distance covered, it's in the decision to go. When you're overwhelmed, the next step matters more than the end goal. Focus on now. What can you do today? What shift can you make in this moment? That one step might lead you farther than you ever imagined. One step forward can quiet fear. Action weakens anxiety. When you move, you prove that you're not powerless, that you're capable, that you have say over your direction. Movement is your declaration. Sometimes we wait for motivation, but motivation often comes after momentum. Don't wait to feel ready. Take one step and let readiness follow. You are stronger than hesitation. One step doesn't need applause, it needs heart. It needs grit. It needs grit. It needs the refusal to stay where you are. It influences your next choice and the one after that. Over time, those ripples become waves. And those waves shape the life you once only dreamed of. When everything feels too big to fix, zoom in. What one thing can you do? You don't have to solve it all. You just have to move. Start the shift. The rest will come. Taking one step is a way of saying, I believe in something better. It might be shaky. It might be slow, but belief grows with each step. And so do you. One step might not feel like much to others, but you know what it took. The fear you faced, the doubts you battled. You battled. Celebrate it. That step is everything. You won't always see progress right away. Some steps are quiet. Some feel invisible, but they're laying the foundation. They're building strength where it counts inside. Every time you choose to move instead of freeze, you rise, even if it's messy. Even if you stumble, you took action, and that makes you powerful. One step can lead you to the people, places, and moments that change your life, but you won't find them standing still. You find them on the path. You don't have to be fast. You don't have to be confident. You just have to begin. One honest, imperfect, courageous step at a time. When doubt whispers, what if you fail? Answer with movement. One step is louder than 1,000 fears. Let your actions be your voice. The power of one step isn't about speed. It's about direction. It's about choosing to grow instead of giving up. It's about choosing yourself. Start with what you have. Start with where you are. One step turns intentions into reality, dreams into motion, hope into habit. There is no perfect step, only the one you take. Don't wait for clarity. Clarity comes with movement. Confidence comes with progress. Start anyway. You may not control everything, but you control your next move. That's where your power lives. That's where your future begins. Every transformation starts the same way, with the decision to try, to act, to trust that even one small step can spark something greater. One step can rebuild confidence. It reminds you who you are, that you're not stuck, that you're not your past, that you have power. Momentum doesn't ask you to sprint. It just asks you to move. 1 inch, 1 breath, 1 brave choice at a time. Your story changes the moment you do. That first step might not be the whole journey, but it holds the weight of every step that follows. Greatness isn't about never falling. It's about rising again and again and again and again. One step is the beginning of that rise. Sometimes the first step is asking for help. Sometimes it's saying no. Sometimes it's resting. Whatever it looks like for you, honor it. One step teaches you that you're not helpless. That change is possible. That your future isn't a faraway dream. It's built step by step. One brave step creates space for hope. It opens a door that fear tried to shut. Walk through. Keep walking. You don't need all the answers. You just need to move. Curiosity, not certainty, will carry you through. Even when you feel small, your action is big. That one step says, I matter. My life matters. My growth matters. Don't underestimate the power of beginning. So many stay stuck waiting for the right time. But action makes time right. Your life will expand with every step you dare to take. The more you move, the more you become. The more you trust, the further you go. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's a quiet footstep, a soft but steady yes to yourself, a choice to rise. You are capable of more than you think. The first step isn't about proving anything to the world. It's about proving something to yourself. Let go of the pressure to leap. Just move. Let one step be enough for today. It might be the start of everything. The moment you stop waiting and start moving, you reclaim your power. That step becomes the spark, the shift, the breakthrough. So take it. That one step into the unknown, toward your future, into your strength. That's where change begins. That's the power of one step. In the end, it's not the size of the step that matters. It's the fact that you chose to move. One step has the power to change your mindset, shift your direction, and ignite a future you never imagined. So wherever you are, however far you have to go, remember this. The most powerful thing you can do is take that first brave step and keep going.